gonna laugh. I might cry and I'm gonna wanna tell you why, because hey, well that's just life. So do do do, do 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 do, do 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 you, and I will do me. Ew. Okay, for real.
Okay, for real. I'm doing it. I'm gonna get deep. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1 and a motherfucking 2. Welcome to Ill for Real, where life is like a box of chocolates. Around here, you never know what you're gonna get. This is where you come in and you say, I love you, Jenny. Anyways, I don't even know what to say or where to start. Welcome to Ill for Real. Ew. We get deep. We talk about real life things that make people uncomfortable, that people don't like to talk about, but that I think need to be talked about. Sometimes we're goofy, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's uplifting, but I want it to always be real. And for the past 2 years, I've been real without being completely real, if that makes sense. God damn it. I'm sorry for being awkward. I just don't even know where to begin. So on this podcast, I like to get the bad out, the ick, the venting, the negative. You get it out by explaining the worst part of your week or your day or whatever, month, year, life. And then you breathe in the positivity. You end on a good note. You say the best part, something good that you can be positive about. Sometimes it's really, really freaking hard to find something to be grateful for. Not really grateful. I'm grateful for everything around me, but something to be happy about, okay? Because if you've been here for a while, you know that sometimes for some of us, it's just really hard to feel genuine happiness anymore these days. Because life's just beating you down into the ground and the dirt. And God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. That's what they say, but you sure about that? You sure about that? So we like to get that shit out and then follow up with something positive, but then just to two for it, I like to follow up with a second positivity, just to double up on the sadness or the negativity, if that makes sense, okay? It's a good practice, I think. It's something helpful you could do with your kids and your partner and your freaking self, okay? So, I don't know how long it's been since I put up an episode. I don't think it's been as long as my brain is thinking that it is. It just seems like this past week of my life has lasted for an entire year. I don't remember the last thing I talked about. I think it was an episode with Alyssa. Yeah, my friend. Okay, yeah. So since then, I wanted to record and do some music with her. I wanted to have an episode with my friend Noemi. I wanted to have an episode with my sister-in-law Paige. I've been wanting to do one with my best friend Shelly. I have not even seen my little sister because I have been hiding in a dungeon. And if you've been following on Instagram, you know, A, I've kind of gone MIA. B, I've gone MIA because I was cleaning out my storage unit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, buckle up. I have been through the worst 2 years of my entire life. It seems like it's been a decade, but then at the same time, it feels like it's been 24 hours. Okay? Very traumatized. And today, for the first time in 2 years, you will be officially hearing from my mouth, no one else's. No gossip, no rumors, no TikTok video here on the podcast for the very, very few of you who are loyal and love me and you listen and you support. From my mouth, I think it's time to let out that I am I'm gonna cry, a divorced woman. I'm disgusted and embarrassed and humiliated, and none of the last 2 years of my life has been my choice or my doing. I am a fighter. I do not believe in divorce. I guess I have some exceptions. I really, really do. And I'm saying this today to you guys because y'all been curious, and I feel like I do owe it to you guys sometimes to give you insight to my personal life, because I have put so much of my life on the internet for the past more than a decade. But I needed to do it at my own pace and when I was ready. And am I necessarily ready for the world to hear this and share it with their friends and family and gossip about it and yada yada, judge me, judge other people? No, not really, but it's time. So you hear it from my mouth, and my divorce is ooh, that's so disgusting. Ew, for real. It's I've told a lot of people in my life I feel like a fucking statistic. I'm just a statistic. It's a result of infidelity, a horridly traumatizing, dramatic affair. And now I get the privilege of saying I've been cheated on. Officially, never thought I would say that in my life. And those of you who maybe, obviously, a lot of people have assumed what has happened. But if you didn't know, or you hadn't heard gossip, and you know us personally, a lot of you guys might be shocked and disgusted and very sad as well, because if you knew my relationship at all, there's no way in fucking hell I would ever see this coming or believe to have ever gone through this. And honestly, I don't know how I've survived it, because if you know me, I am a hopeless romantic. I'm a very, very passionate lover and a very deep feeling thinker. Pretty much try hard of a friend too. I feel like I've had to beg for love and friendship and attention. And I really have always stayed true to myself, and I really do love myself, and none of this has been my fault. I understand that. Literally every single cliche thing that you could possibly say from your mouth right now. Not only have I heard it, I've felt it, I've said it in the mirror, I thought it years and years and years ago. I know this. It doesn't make it any easier, it doesn't make it any better. No matter where I'm at in my life, how much I can move on or better myself or keep pushing forward or, find new relationships and new friends, none of it matters. When you are as passionate and true to yourself and your heart and what you believe, nothing that anyone says is ever gonna change that or fix it or make it better or easier in your mind. Not even getting into this today. I literally have said way more in the past 9 minutes than I even anticipated saying. But yes, I've been emptying the storage unit, and now you know why I had a storage unit full of my 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom beautiful house in Crown Point, Indiana. And I have just held on to my belongings for 2 years because it's very, very hard for me to let go of people that I love. It's very hard for me to heal from traumatizing words and betrayal. It's very, very hard for me to lose people that I love and care about. And it's very hard for me to understand why people don't love me, not only as much as I love them, because I am a people person and I love people very deeply, but it's harder for me to understand why people don't love me as much as I love me. My heart, my intentions, who I am at my core. I don't know if there are people out there who think that I'm fake. Maybe my personality sometimes comes off as like a fake person. I've always been very open and honest with who I am. I don't feel like I'm a falsity of a human being or a portrayal of something that I am not, you know? I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. I've hurt people. I've done stupid things. I try to learn from that. I try to do better and be better, but I would never in a million years purposely do something to hurt someone that I truly, madly, deeply care about. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people live with themselves. Not just partners and relationships, but friends and family. The shit that I've experienced the past 2 years that has come from this, that was not my doing, that I would never stand for and I would never do. To that extent, to another human being, maybe gives you a little glimpse into why I've been so private and closed off and I go MIA and I'm just like a freaking floating spirit out here in these streets. And it's just time for me to get into it, and it's time for me to maybe officially start healing by letting my truth out. Maybe feel a tiny bit better by telling my truth and my story and the facts, because there's so much shit out here that people don't know and that people have heard very wrongly, that I just am trying not to be bitter about and trying not to hold it in and be fake or lie. I literally have no reason to lie. I have absolutely zero reason to lie about anything that has happened to me because I did not do this. I don't believe in it. I don't stand for it. I think it's bullshit. Do I need to move on and heal and do better and find better? Yes, but I think it's literal garbage. Bardage. And the way people have acted in my life is absolutely atrocious and disgusting. There's so much good that has happened in my past 2 years of my life, and people who have stuck close by me, not chosen sides. If they have chosen sides, it was for good reason, or they're just sticking up for what they believe in, And there is a lot of good that has come from it. A lot of good that you guys don't know about because I haven't shared it and I've been very private. But, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and feel guilty and tell you lies and stories for drama or attention. I have literally been told that I'm putting on a show and just everything I do is for clout, which makes absolutely no sense because I have said not. You know the content that I could have been making the past 2 years? 2 years of my life I have wasted not making hilarious, relatable, sad but funny, coping with humor, divorce, single woman freaking content that I have not posted or done anything for clout. Like the insanity that has happened in my life just continues and continues and continues. And I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, I need to let it out. I need to tell my truth and tell my story, because the longer time goes on, more shit is spread and said, and more things are being done to hurt me because I'm being so closed off and private about it, so nobody actually knows what's happening or what happened. And I'm just done. I'm just done with it. I don't want to be bitter. It's very hard to not be bitter for certain, well, many reasons that we're going to get into. But a lot of the reason for me letting shit out is because I want to help people who have been in my position. I have not really, ooh, this hurts. I have not really connected with people who have been through what I've been through. Especially not my exact situation. And I don't care what has happened that has led you to divorce. Divorce is hard on its own, but people try to relate so deeply to like your situation and your relationship. No one's relationship was like mine. My relationship was like no one else's. My situation is very, very different from yours. I guarantee it. Are there general things that can help us relate to each other? Yes, but I need to like get my shit out there because the parts that are relatable to other people maybe can help them. Because I haven't really found anyone that has like spoken about what they've been through that has exactly helped me in my situation, or helped me not hate someone, or helped me see the good in it. Honestly, like there's not a ton of good that comes from it as far as your mental health, if that makes sense. Because I don't want people hearing this and being like, wow, I met you through this process and I'm your new friend, and you're literally saying that there's nothing good that has come from this. Nope. Not at all what I mean. What I mean is the deep, dark mental health stuff and how you view yourself and your self-confidence and your family and your friends and just the world around you. Like just being dark and gloomy and fake and disgusting and evil, and just like relating to somebody in the trauma of it all. Yeah, it's hard to find someone out there that like really, really, truly gets you. And if me talking about my situation can help anyone through that, I'll be so grateful. Because I don't wish it on anyone. I don't wish it upon anyone. The other day I caught myself saying, I don't wish this on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Just kidding, yes I do. Ew, for real. I'm sorry, not being fake here, but there's a couple people out here in this world that, not gonna lie, sometimes my heart, my soul wants to wish this upon them, because you deserve to know what this feels like. You deserve to know what you've done, what you've helped in, what you've encouraged, what you have destroyed. You deserve to feel what this feels like so that you don't keep fucking doing it to other people, because you are a disgusting human being. And this is exactly why in previous episodes I've talked about how women are just as disgusting and atrocious as men can be, because a lot of people really hating on men out there. But y'all watch your backs, because women are just as disgusting, if not worse. But anyways, it's already been almost 20 minutes. Didn't mean to go into any of this, but you've heard it from my mouth. And I want to share a lot of details and stories and help and maybe advice, and I want to have some real conversations with real people about this. But I don't know how much of my personal information or story or situation I exactly want to just let out there to anyone, because just so much is freaking used against me these days. So this is where my subscription episodes come in to play, and I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to go about it. But if you are listening to this and you have been through divorce, or you're going through divorce, you are a victim of infidelity, cheating, affairs, secrets, betrayal, any of that. I am so sorry. I am so, so sorry. And if you are listening to this and you have done any of those things to your person who trusts you with their entire heart, body, and soul, they are your best friend. You talk about being their best friend. You come home at night and you say you love them and you hug them and you kiss them and you sleep with them and you treat them like a freaking king or queen or prince or princess, and you worship the ground they walk on. Hint, hint, all the fucking shit I went through, the life I thought I had. If you're doing that and you are a cheater, just know I think you're disgusting. Can you change? I don't know. Listen to my episode that's titled, Do You Think People Really Change? Because I don't know if you can change your ways and just do better and be better, if it's genuine, if it's real, or if it's not. Or if you just stay a terrible human being forever. There's just no reason. There's just no reason to do any of this. Again, we're going to get into it. But you're human. People make mistakes. If it's a mistake, own up to it. Apologize, show remorse, and change your behavior. If it's a flat out choice and a decision that you purposely are making because you don't love that person anymore, you don't care about them, you're just not feeling it, you're not happy, you're not attracted to them, freaking be honest. Freaking be honest and tell them, do not destroy someone's life. Like, I don't know, maybe hearing some other woman crying about it if you're a man out there who's cheating on your person. Maybe hearing somebody that you like support and you follow online who's not your person, that you just don't feel anything for. Maybe that'll help you feel a little bit of freaking remorse or accountability or something. But it is so destructive. It's so damaging. Just be honest. Tell them. You have to. If they were doing it to you, would you want someone to let you know? Or are you just going to live like that, making them think that you love them? And then causing them to freaking discover it and their life shattering before your eyes. Don't do it. Be better. Do better. Like, my heart's with you guys too, because I don't know what the fuck it is that takes you to this point that makes you want to do this to someone. I don't know how you could hate yourself so much. I don't know how you could hate your life so much. Because I just genuinely don't know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to hate my life, my circumstances. I hate waking up. I hate having to go to sleep because I can't actually sleep. And when I sleep, I have terrible, disgusting nightmares and constant tormenting dreams. I know what all that shit feels like, but I don't know what it's like to hate myself so much that I'm okay with destroying someone else's life and family. Ew. Done talking about this. We'll get into it later. This was just a generalized PSA. I will never be the same person, and it sucks for other people who enter my life, because I would have loved for the new people in my life to have known happy, in love, hopeful, cheerful, walks outside and just breathes in the air and just so happy to be alive Jenny. And I'm not that person anymore because of someone else's disgusting actions. And I'm mad at myself. As much as I love me, I'm mad at myself for letting it happen and allowing it to happen and still loving them and caring so fucking much about them for nothing. It all went to waste. And now I'm 32, so I'm going to die any minute, and my whole life it was just a waste. Since I was 15 years old, it was just a waste. Ew. I'm not even I didn't even get into worst and best parts of my week. I'll have a separate episode for that. I just wanted to say hi and let you guys know what's been going on and why I take longer breaks than what I used to need to take. But they're necessary for me and my heart and my brain. And I've been through a lot. And there's a lot of bad dates of the calendar that are associated with terrible, terrible events that maybe one day you'll know about. And that makes me have to just take a break. So, storage unit is empty. It's done. It's cleared. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Are they going to be bigger and better? I don't know. But they're different. And they're my decisions and my goals and my life. And hopefully the universe just blesses me with happiness. Because there's nothing I can do but move forward and keep being alive. So that's that. You heard it from my mouth. And there's lots more you're gonna hear. A positive, though, is that I just came back from, just because, I don't want to end on that bad of a note. I just came back from Turkey Run. I had to escape for the weekend with some friends. I love them. They have been here for me since the beginning. And they love me and support me. And they knew I needed to get away. So we went to Turkey Run and had a nice little camping trip. And we went kayaking for like 4 hours one day. So I am very, very tan. I'm feeling so good in my skin, literally. And it just being more tan just makes you feel better and hotter and skinnier. And I don't know. I really love the color of my skin right now. Because I don't look like I've just been locked up in a dungeon becoming a ghost of a person, which is what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I just was able to enjoy nature and summer and friends and company. And it was a nice little pick-me-up that I didn't even share online. I literally told no one because that's how private I am these days. I literally just don't care. I honestly debated just quitting social media altogether. And I don't want this to turn into like a divorce podcast or something, but I needed to do something to get away. So next project is fixing up this camper to get out to the Airbnb in Pennsylvania and make lots of creative content and do weddings and sing. Hopefully, if I could bring myself to sing fucking love songs soon. And, I don't know, help people. I just need to help people and relate to them because I cannot sit here and keep focusing on myself and the just traumatic events that just replay constantly in my head. Like I need to hear somebody else's traumatic events. You guys tell me what you've been through so that I can have empathy and compassion for you and just, I don't know, we can help each other through it because I don't know what else there is to do. There's literally nothing else in this. I don't have children. Literally, what do I have to live for? But myself and helping other people and making a difference somewhere in this world because someone made a difference in mine and it was for the worse and just completely destroyed everything that I was building. Every single fucking little thing that I have ever built is just gone, non-existent, not the same, not what I thought it was, never going to be what I thought it was going to be, never going to be what he said it was going to be, that he wanted. To the very, 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 very last minute. I just, what else am I supposed to do? Give you guys hope, I guess, because I think that's what's going to encourage me is I'm not alone. And you're not alone, even though we feel very alone sometimes. And now you know why I talk about often grieving. I've never lost a close loved one in my life. I still have all my family members here on earth. So for the first time in my life, I'm grieving someone as if they are dead. And they're not dead. They're just living a happy life out there. Well, it's not happy, it's fake. And we'll get into it. living a different life out there. um, with guilt and shame and embarrassment, but not enough shame to make a difference. And they get to move on and go on and act or be happy without me, then I guess I deserve to do the same. And maybe it'll hurt them one day to see the life that I'm making for myself that could have been very beautiful and non-traumatic, and that did not have to have this terrible circumstance happen. But love yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. I love you. I care about you. I'm worried about you. And I just want to see the world do and be better. And I would like to contribute to that in any way that I can. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me and listening to me. And hopefully, like I said, we could just help each other out here in the future. So do something today or tonight that makes you feel happiness. Little by little, maybe it will make a difference, you know? Be nice to people. Be kind. Be real. Be honest. Admit your faults. Admit your, I don't know what other word to use, but sins. Like, if you're keeping stuff from people, just don't do it. Love yourself. Freaking take care of yourself and love yourself. And if you don't care about any of this and you're like, ew, yeah, whatever, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, then have the day you deserve. And then I said, bye, puta.